House training a dog is often one of the first challenges that many new dogs and their owners face. In this video, I'll be sharing some useful tips that you can use to begin house training your dog, no matter how old or what kind of dog you have.
Many of these strategies are also a critical part of your dog's basic education that will help them learn appropriate behaviors and avoid picking up habits that can become problematic later in life.
Puppies and younger dogs have small bladders and limited control over their body functions. This means that they need to go out very frequently, as much as every 1 to 2 hours. As your dog gets older, they will develop better control, but in the beginning, it's best to take them out frequently instead of waiting and risking an accident which can set back your training. There are certain times when your dog is likely to need to eliminate. Your job is to anticipate these moments and take your dog to their area before they begin to potty. Some examples of these times are after eating a meal or drinking water, after waking up from a nap, after any period of activity, or 1 to 2 hours from their last potty break. Pick a spot where you would like to have your dog go to do their business. Ideally, this should be an area outdoors, because the more distinct it is from the inside of the house, the easier it is for the dog to discriminate the difference between the two. Dogs that are not reliably house trained will need supervision so they don't have accidents that go unnoticed. Many behavioral problems that are common in puppies can be prevented or eliminated with proper supervision. We have to realize that to a dog, everything is just a behavior. You have to keep an eye on your dog to make sure they're not practicing inappropriate behaviors, which a lot of the time are self-reinforcing. Eliminating offers relief to a dog, which can be rewarding in and of itself. Watch your dog and restrict their access to areas where you will not be able to keep an eye on them while they are learning. You can allow more freedom as your dog becomes more predictable with house training. Most dogs will also show signs that they're looking for a place to eliminate just before they go. Pay attention to your dog's body language so you can start to identify these signals. You may notice the dog's head hanging low to the ground. Some dogs become very interested in sniffing all of a sudden. They might begin circling in the same place or try to walk away to a corner or distant area. When you notice your dog doing any of these behaviors, quickly take them to the spot you have chosen. Any training that you do with your dog is only as good as the relationship you establish with them. It's important to show the dog that they can trust you and feel safe around you. This means that you avoid using training techniques that expose the dog to unpleasant and aversive experiences. There is no need to use physical discipline or to correct your dog, and doing so will hurt the bond that you have with them. They should only associate positive experiences with you as a trainer. Reward your dog every time that they go in their designated area. Make sure that you are prepared to capture the moment. Don't miss an opportunity to reinforce your dog. This is where all of the learning is happening. So make sure that you are showing up to it ready and equipped with the reinforcers. Help your dog become a better learner by being a better teacher. Puppies are already equipped with the ability to learn. But by spending even just a few minutes a day training your dog to do other things, you will help them get the idea of house training faster. If you're not sure where to begin, check out my video on starting puppy training for some ideas on what to train. Some dogs are more interested in food than others. House training is easier when your dog is on a predictable feeding schedule because you can anticipate better when they will need to go outside. Stay consistent with the times that you feed your dog, and you will start to learn just how long after the meal they need to go outside. For many dogs, it's within a few minutes after they're done eating. It's a matter of when, not if. Your dog will probably have accidents, which means they will potty or urinate in an area that they're not supposed to. Remember the advice from earlier about keeping the training positive. Do not reprimand or yell at your dog. If you catch your dog having an accident, try to calmly interrupt and take your dog to the appropriate spot as quickly as possible. If it's too late, simply clean up the mess and try to figure out what you can do differently next time to avoid making the same mistake. Continue to focus on creating successful experiences and reinforcing them consistently. Over time, you should begin to notice fewer accidents, and within a few weeks, your dog will be fully house trained. When you're not able to give your full attention to your dog, using a crate can be a useful tool in house training. Teach your dog to enjoy spending time in their crate so you can take a break from having to supervise and watch them. When used correctly, crates and playpens can be helpful management tools. Remember that you will still need to follow the same guidelines for time when putting your dog away in a crate or a playpen. If you would like to learn about how to train your dog to love their crate and enjoy spending time in it, check out my tutorial on this topic. Although it is rare, some dogs may have health problems which make it difficult for them to be house trained. If you suspect that this is the case, consult your local veterinarian to rule out any health issues that might need to be addressed before following the guidelines in this video. Following these tips will help you house train your dog quickly and effectively. As your dog gets older, you can begin to wait for longer periods of time before taking them outside to eliminate. For other puppy training tips, check out the following video tutorials and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.